Well, this is a shocker and a shocking case of caste atrocity which is discovered in the heart of Bengaluru. 52 Dalit tribals enslaved for 3 years, toiled for 19 hours with no wages, men flogged with horsewhips, women sexually harassed. Now, this is the story of the 21st century where 52 Dalits were locked into a house. They were enslaved for 19 hours. There were no wages which were given to them. And the preliminary details which are emerging is that they were also flogged with horsewhips. So every form of atrocity that you can imagine has happened with these 52 Dalits and Tribals which were enslaved for about 3 years. And this is a horror story which is coming in from the heart of Bengaluru. We're getting more information. How and when were these people rescued? What did people, how did these people actually get trapped into this entire situation at all? Who are the culprits behind this? You can see these visuals on your screen. These are the Dalits who have been rescued now. We wait and watch as to how the entire chain of events actually unfolded. This is a story coming in from the heart of Bengaluru. My colleague Revati joins us live for more updates on the story. And Revati, it's over to you. Help us understand the story. How is it actually possible in the day and age that we live today that such inhuman treatment was given to 52 Dalits and Tribals?
Well, absolutely. An unfortunate incident that comes from Hassan district in Karnataka that came to light only on Sunday late night when one of these 52 members managed to escape from that particular farm. Now, the way they operated was the accused and arrested Munesh, he would send out people to railway stations and bus stands looking for people who are in the city looking for jobs. Now, he would these are mostly migrant laborers, most of them from Karnataka, some from Telangana and Andhra Pradesh as well. These people would be called in saying, promising jobs, promising daily wage or a particular amount of salary. Once they come to this particular spot, the farm, they would be confined there. They would be made to work for about 19 hours a day. They would be given 3 meals a day, but no money and absolutely no freedom to move out of that particular space. They would be the shelter where they were put in was also in an inhuman condition. Yeah. All of them were put in one particular shed where they had to live. The oldest, for example, most of them were there for about 3 years, some of them 1 or 2 months, very few of them 1 or 2 months. So for 3 long years, from people who were for kids as young as 6-year-old to people who are as old as 60-year-olds, 52 people, including women and children, were kept confined there, made to work or forced to work in inhuman conditions. And also they would be transported from one place to other depending on the requirement of the work. If it's a brick kiln season, then the work would be there. Otherwise, it would be in another farm. And the vehicles that were used to transport these people has also been seized by the police. But the police came to know about this condition, this trafficking and forced labor only when one person managed to escape the place and approach the police himself, telling that this is what is happening. 3 years of torture and inhuman conditions that went on in that particular farm.
Revati, what is the background of this person who has been busted behind this nexus, and also what is the action that the police is taking? Any step from the state government as far as the rehabilitation, the medical treatment of these rescued tribals and Dalits is concerned?
As soon as these 52 people were rescued from that particular farm, they were given food by the police department there, and immediately after that arrangements were made to send them back to their respective native places. So all of them are back in their homes. They've been sent to their respective native places. The person who has been arrested is he works for that particular farm, which is owned by somebody in Bengaluru. Now, this Munesh used to be the main kingpin of this particular operation, who would send people to find their possible so-called targets and bring them to this particular shed. So he is operating, he's also working for somebody else. So the arrest and look out for that person is still on. There are still 3 or 4 others who are still accused in the case. It is only Munesh at this point who is arrested, who is the main person who would oversee these operations and send out people to bring in people for this sort of bonded labor.